Hi dear students, I'm Shah Jahan. Today we'll learn the concept of polynomials from chapter 2, class 10th as period 1. Today we'll elaborately study the concept between the relationship between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Before going to discuss that concept, we have learned in class 9 that the definition of the polynomial, what is polynomial, how an algebraic expression becomes a polynomial, and how an algebraic expression differs from a polynomial, the value of the polynomial, the zeros of a polynomial, the degrees of the polynomial, remainder theorem and factor theorem, with the factorization of the polynomials by using various or so many algebraic identities. In this context, we have learned that if k is a zero of px, certain polynomial x plus b, then pk, if you put here the value of x as k, you will get pk equals to 0, and the 0 of polynomial k must be equals to minus b upon a. You are quite familiar with the concept, and here k is the 0 of the polynomial, that is minus b is the constant term here, and a is the coefficients of x, and we can say minus of constant term by coefficients of x. At this moment, you can see clearly the 0 of the polynomial completely relies, this is the linear polynomial, and 0 of a linear polynomial completely relies on or dependent on the constant term and coefficients of the x, that is variable. Do the same reason, do the same nature of the coefficients rely with the zeros of the other polynomials of higher degree. Here we'll study today clearly, and we'll elaborate also the relation between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Now we are going to consider a quadratic polynomial px equals to 3x square plus 5x minus 2. Just we want to find out the zeros of this polynomial px. To find out the zeros, we shall have to factorize this. And to find the zeros of px, we need to factorize this one. By splitting the middle term of this polynomial, we'll get the two factors as x plus 2 and 3x minus 1. For the zeros of px, we shall have to equate px equals to 0. That means this one equals to 0 when the product of two factors will be equals to 0 only and if either of them equals to 0. When you take x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 1, minus 2, say it is alpha. And when 3x, the second factor, equals to 0, you will get x equals to 1 upon 3. Say it is beta. Here alpha and beta are the Greek symbols, Greek letters. We'll use these letters in afterwards here. Here we'll observe the sum of the two zeros so far found. On observing the sum of the zeros, just we'll add those two zeros, that is alpha plus beta. We have considered minus 2 as alpha and 1 upon 3 as beta. On adding these two, minus 2 plus 1 upon 3 will get minus 5 upon 3. You can clearly view here 5 is the coefficient of x and 3 is the coefficients of x square, that is here we put minus sign, and 5 is the coefficients of x, and 3 is the coefficients of x square. That is, clearly we are going to see here the sum of the two zeros of a quadratic polynomial must be equal to or can be shown by the negative sign of the coefficients of x that divided by coefficients of x square. Similarly, product of the two zeros of quadratic polynomial, that is alpha and beta, so far we have considered, that is here alpha is minus 2 and beta is 1 upon 3, you will get minus 2 upon 3, and in this polynomial you can clearly see that minus 2 is the constant term, and this is minus 2 which is constant term in the polynomial, and 3 is the coefficients of x square there, and we can say the product of the polynomials of a quadratic polynomial must be given by the constant term divided by coefficients of x square. Generally, for a polynomial, px equals to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form of polynomial of degree 2, where a must not be equals to 0 and a, b, c, these coefficient and constant terms belongs to, this is the symbol of belongs to, are related with are indicated by real number, and alpha. In this sense, this is the general form ax square plus bx plus c, and what will be the relationship between the coefficient in the so far given example, alpha and beta we have considered as zeros of px, then sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is equals to minus coefficients of x. Here is the coefficient of x is plus b, and the constant term is a. That is, we can say for standard form generally a plus alpha plus beta equals to minus b upon a, and product of the zeros of polynomial ax square plus bx plus c as c upon a, where c is the constant term here and a is the coefficients of x square. Clearly, okay. Now, formation of a quadratic polynomial. How can we form a quadratic polynomial when the zeros are given? That is, if alpha and beta are given to us, then the quadratic polynomial can be find out. Here the factors of the polynomial which is to be calculated, px, these when alpha and beta are the zeros, that means two factors must be x minus alpha and x minus beta. On multiplying these two factors, we will get the quadratic polynomial, and then the quadratic polynomial k multiplied with x minus alpha and x minus beta. On multiplying this, you will get here x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Here k is a constant, and ax square plus bx plus c, the quadratic general form of quadratic polynomial must be equals to this k into x square minus sum of the zeros into multiplied by x plus product of the zeros. Okay. Now just going to take another question. Find the zeros of the polynomial px equals to x square minus 2x minus 8 and verify the relation between the zeros. The question says that कि एक पॉलिनोमियल आपको दिया हुआ है, उनके जीरोस को फाइंड आउट करना है, और उसके बाद फिर हमें उन जीरोस को का रिलेशनशिप उनके कोफिशिएंट्स के साथ क्या है ये वेरीफाई करके दिखाना है. तो just here px equals to this, we have splitted the middle term. On splitting this middle term, we get here two factors, and for the zeros of px, this must be equals to 0. We have equated the product of the factors as equals to 0, and when x minus 4, one factor equals to 0, we will get x equals to 4, and when x plus 2 equals to 0, we get x equals to minus 2. two zeros. Hence we can say the two zeros of the polynomial Px are -2 and 4. This is one answer. And just we want to verify the relationship of the zeros. Verification, sum of the zeros. Just we are going to find out -2 plus 4 equals to 2. Here the 2 is negative. That's why we have taken here the negative sign multiplied with the negative of 2, and this is the minus sign, and -2 is the coefficient of x here, and we have written the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, and product of the 0, that is alpha and beta, or you can not show the product of the 0 must be equals to -2 and 4. We get -8. -8 is the constant term and divided by 1. You can take here this one as -2 upon 1, and here -8 of 1 here. Here 1 is the coefficient of x square, and -8 is the constant term. Okay. Just we have another question here. Find the quadratic polynomial, the sum and product of whose zeros are √2 and -3 upon 2. Just हमें यहाँ पे एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन पॉलिनोमियल्स को फाइंड आउट करना है जिसका जीरोस √2 सम ऑफ द जीरोस √2 है, और प्रोडक्ट दैट इज अल्फा एंड बीटा का वैल्यू 3 - 3/2 है, और अल्फा प्लस बीटा का वैल्यू √2 दिया हुआ है. जब हम पॉलिनोमियल को फाइंड आउट करेंगे तो फिर हमें उस पॉलिनोमियल के जीरोस को भी फाइंड आउट करना है. नाउ कंसीडर the required quadratic polynomial whose zeros are given to us is x square minus sum of the zeros into coefficient of x plus product of the zeros. One thing is that you can take here y square also. You can take any variable of your choice. It is x square minus sum of the zeros, that is √2x plus product of the zeros, and product of the zeros is -3 upon 2. This is the required polynomial. And just now we are going to find out the zeros of this polynomial. To find out the zeros of this polynomial, we need to factorize this one by middle term splitting factors. Here 3 2s are 6, and 6 can be broke out into two terms. 3 √2 into 2 equals to 6, and the addition or of these two terms equals to √2x. You will get here these two factors, and half is taken as common. वो जो हमने पहले फॉर्मेशन में देखा था कि k का वैल्यू एक कांस्टेंट था, दैट कांस्टेंट हियर इज हाफ. यहाँ पे हाफ मेरा कांस्टेंट टर्म है, and these two are the factors, and when you equate these two factors individually, you will get x equals to 3 upon √2 here, and when you equate this one, you will get 1 minus 1 of √2, 1 upon √2, and two zeros are found already. For the next one period, we'll take in the second period few harder problems of the similar nature. You can now go through the exercise of NCERT or other books of your choice, and you can solve all the questions. And if you do have problem, you can send your queries on my comment box, and before that you need to subscribe my channel.